QuickBooks Pro Plus Desktop 2022 OneNote Presentation Memorize Reports. Let's get into it with Intuit's QuickBooks Pro Plus Desktop 2022. Here we are in OneNote. If you have access to OneNote, would like to follow along, icon left-hand side, topic introductions, 2160, memorize reports tab. Also note, take a look at the immersive reader tool, topic introductions, also in the text area, same name, same number, but with transcripts that can be translated into multiple languages and either listened to or read in them. Also same name and number as a presentation. Topic introductions designed to give an introduction to the topic, provide screenshots, links when applicable, as well as some accounting background to complement the presentations. Screenshots being something that can be used to follow along with the presentations if you don't have access to the software at that time. Closing the icon on the left-hand side, we're looking at the memorized reports. Last time we thought about the location where we're going to memorize the reports to, and now we're going to go through and memorize the reports, basically recreating all of the various formats of the balance sheet we thought about last time and imagining that we would like to save them in those formats to a place where we're going to be able to group the format that we're going to give to, say, a client at the end of the month. So we have our balance sheet here. We're going to say we're going to save that balance sheet. We're going to save it to the client month-end report. That's our custom location we made last time. If we go to the report center, which could be found at the reports dropdown, first item report center, then we have the memorize tab. Last time we left off with multiple categories that we set up, but we only had one report in one of those categories. So that's the only one that will show up. Therefore, we go to the Edit tab, which is a little bit to the right of the screenshot here, and that's where you can see all the other categories that we set up last time. When we populate reports into these categories, they will then populate in the main area of the report. Then if we make another balance sheet type of report, this is a summary report, then we're going to save that summary report. We're going to take it to that client month-end report area. And then we're just going to go right through the rest of our reports. Now, as you're making these summary reports and the comparative reports, these balance sheet type reports, it becomes very clear that you can make a whole lot of reports just with the balance sheet as you now make comparisons between the periods, month by month, year by year comparisons, as well as the vertical and horizontal analyses. And you can then go through and change that one balance sheet report and then change it again, as we have done here, to then save now the summary comparative balance sheet we constructed from the same original balance sheet report, saving it then to that same area. Then we're going to adjust it again. This one's going to be a balance sheet by month report that we've constructed from the same balance sheet kind of area, the same standard balance sheet report. We're going to go to the memorize reports up top, and we're going to create another one for this one, saving it into that client month-end report area once again. Then we can use that same report and adjust it again, this time to a vertical type of analysis that we might want to provide to a client, saving that one, putting it into the same folder once again. Now we've got the standard balance sheet here. We're going to save that once again into the same folder. This one we're saving, it looks like here, to the internal report. So this might be something that we're using for our internal purposes as opposed to be providing it to the client, which is one way you might think about how to adjust your reports, having those that you want customized format to provide them to others, and then having the internal reports, which are best while you're doing the data input. The trial balance, also something that we might want to format for our internal usage, increasing possibly the font size here, and then saving it to the internal. I think I would change this to the internal reports. Then if we go back to the report center, looking at it in the editing view mode, where there was a little pencil to edit in it, we have all of these reports now that we can then provide to a client, and every month end, we can then go straight through here and print these out. Noting, however, they're in order by alphabetical order, so I might go in there and try to reorder them by putting a number ordering in front of them to try to make the month end reporting as easy as possible. If you go back on out, we're in the memorized reports. Now you can see these three categories because they all have reports in them. And here is our month-end reporting. You can see here they are in the list view. So now we broke them out into the list view. Once again, I'm going to go in there after this and actually put a number in front of the reports to the ones I would like first, second, third, and fourth in the batch of reports, then that might make it easier to allow someone else to print out these reports every month and simply generate them as of the end of the month, change the dates, and then put them together in that order, the same order they're displayed in, so we can package them, possibly send them out in some format to the clients.